always trying to.
Okay, here we go. Day one, Yeti, Steve Fisher, Essential Carbine Employment. We're out here having some fun, stuffing some mags. Just gonna have a great time learning fundamentals and working on fundamentals. And people ask me sometimes, you know, I haven't done a ton of rifle work in formal settings. I've done some, but not a huge amount. And so people are like, well, John, why would you take a fundamentals class like Essential Carbine Employment when you have kind of, you know, more classes than that? So that's the same reason that a golfer that's a professional will be out on the range hitting 5-irons. And there's always skills to learn. And when you can learn from somebody who's been doing it for as long as Steve has, with his assistant instructors who are amazing, on a line full of competent, really good shooters, and enjoy some beautiful weather and shoot the rifle, why not, right? So let's go have some fun.
What time is it already? On the line. Good prone fight position. I'll come down the line. I'll take a look at it. Load them up. It's on you.
Wow. Not bad. We're where we want to be.
So it's an eighth at 25. It's quarter at 50. It's half at 100.
Right. Cool. Notice that he didn't tell me to adjust. This is why we zeroed the rifle, right? This is why we zeroed the rifle before we came. So I was really worried because I was like, God, man, what happened, dude? I threw a couple of them. And then I realized he was shooting my target too. I feel better.
Most of them are all in there, so I'd say you guys will be pretty good when you get back. Yep.
Not that one. It's too early, man. I haven't had enough
Start walking
coffee.
up and I'm like, that's a lot of holes.
I haven't had enough coffee. Need more coffee.
Yeah, why don't you shoot? That's a good group.
You brought everything inside.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Rifle's doing what it's supposed to do.
Where you at?
I'm bottom right.
Good. All right, cool.
Yeah, gun's doing what I want it to do. Can't argue with it, right? So now we know. This is why we went through the zeroing procedure that we did earlier, and now we know as we start actually running the rifle that if I miss, it's me, not the rifle. So we just got a good reminder that difference between absolute zero and your practical zero. So we did prone 50 yards, with guns shooting great, you know, no problems at all. Stand up and group opens up quite a bit. And the interesting thing, just a little bit that Steve gave me is, you know, I was really seeing the wobble and wanting to be patient, but I get a little impatient. You know, that gun comes up and I'm like, oh, I gotta go, I gotta push the trigger now. Nah, you gotta be patient, but at higher magnification, that problem's a lot worse. When I dial the magnification back, the group's tightened up again. So an interesting bit running the low power variable optic, that when you need a precise shot, then that higher magnification is really your friend. But when it's time to just hit that 5x7 box in the middle of somebody, at any kind of distance, you're gonna have less problems with wobble on a lower magnification. So that's where I think the low power variable optic shines, because you got both. So that was a great lesson, even in our zeroing.
And gun. Gun. And first hot rest of the day.
Oh, it's in there.
I know. Stand by. And gun. 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 Gun.
This one here, I can tell you I called. I know the shot broke, you know, about nose height or maybe eye height when we were about 5.5 yards. But inside the box, everything's good there. Feeling good about it. So now back to 15 yards. We're just working on our mechanical offsets and having fun, just shooting shots. I'm all right. I got impatient again. You know, gun came up and I went, oh, gotta pull the trigger. Oh, too low. Everybody's doing a really good job. Everybody's getting their hits. And so Steve was talking earlier about maybe kind of bumping it up. And this is the fun sometimes when you never know. You know, this is a basic class, Essential Carbine. But he's like, hey, everybody's doing really well. We might bump it up a little bit to kind of critical carbine, run a little harder if everybody's still keeping up. So yeah, we'll see what we do. So far, just having fun, man. I'm already seeing the value of the low power variable optic. I really feel like it's got the best of both worlds. I can run it like a red dot, and then I can get more accuracy when I need it. That's a pretty good, man. For these kind of distances, shooting the rifle quickly, keeping your chin up, that little inboard cant brought the whole optic in, and since you're only using the chevron on the low power anyways, you're really doing the same thing that you would with the dot, just bring it up and rock and roll. So feels good, and I mean, and I'm getting my hits, so life's good.
Got it. To the left and to the right side with it, guys. Don't try to pirouette as much as just step into it and deliver the gun. 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 From the high ready, from the high ready. It's 3 rounds, center mass. 3 rounds, center mass. Stand by. Gun!
So this is the big dog here, Yeti, right, Steve? Steve, why do you know, a guy of your stature, we wouldn't expect to teach basic rifle craft. Why do you like teaching basic rifle?
It's important. Everybody just goes through and they really don't get it. You know, everybody thinks it has to be sexy. It has to be something whiz bang. Doesn't really matter, just put them up there. So, sorry, taking care of the range while we're doing this. It really doesn't matter. Everything that we do with this gun revolves around fundamentals. No matter what the application is, from home defense, top tier level operators, law enforcement, SWAT, military, average citizens.
I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta get the rifle on target and deliver shots where they belong.
Yeah.
If you can't do that, I don't care about the akimbo barrel roll.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I just have to get the gun there as efficiently as possible and deliver the rounds where they need to go in the most efficient manner possible.
You heard him use the word efficient twice. I love that idea of just efficiency, of look, don't waste motion, just get the job done.
Yeah, it's time. Anything that you are wasting is time, and that's time wasted. And if we can shave seconds or milliseconds or tenths of a second, why wouldn't we?
Well, especially because, I mean, I'm using a rifle because somebody is a deadly threat to me or somebody that I love in my immediate vicinity, and I got to get rid of them quick.
Rifle's way better than a pistol.
Yeah.
Obviously is. You know, the capability of the long gun is just that long gun standoff. We have the capability of engaging at further distances with better accuracy. And that's what we're after with these things.
So pretty capable group here, you think? We're gonna have some fun tomorrow?
Yeah, solid group of individuals, a lot of good people here, a lot of squared away dudes. 1 or 2 new dudes. We're just ramping up, getting on par with everybody else. Tomorrow we're gonna kick it up a little bit. We're gonna build it up a little bit more, and we'll be able to skip through some things that I feel aren't absolutely as necessary with this crew. As far as just some of the repeatability drills for follow through and more repetitions on it, we're getting a lot of those in now.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, as you know, being an instructor yourself, you have to be able to jump curriculum. You have to be able to skip past certain points that are wasting.
This is the difference between an instructor and a teacher.
Yeah.
An instructor goes, I have a curriculum to follow, and this is what we're gonna do. This many reps of this many thing, and we get through, and we're done. Whereas a teacher says, here's my students, I'm gonna adjust to their needs, and because I'm trying to transfer knowledge, man. Love it.
Every class is different. Even though I have the same POI that I want to give to these guys, that I want to impart the knowledge on, the class changes every class based on the students' needs. And like we talked at the beginning of the class, this class is about you. It's not about me, it's about them, it's about you. It's about figuring it out, it's about getting it right. And in the end result, it's still you figuring it out for you. I know the answers. I know what needs to be done. But here's the thing. If I just tell you all I'm doing is parroting and instructing you, I'm not letting you learn, I'm not letting you figure it out for yourself, and you're not growing. You're not gaining anything by me just being behind the line and telling you what to do.
a teacher teaches you how to think, not what to think. An instructor teaches you what to think sometimes. And I know we're you know, shaving pretty thin slices here, but a true teacher teaches you how to think and how to find the problems. And I love what you said earlier about I'm going to teach you how to diagnose and know when it's right, know when it's not right, so that you can go home and work on it. Love
The
it.
dividends are when you leave class and what you do with it after you have learned things here. That's how you perform. That's how you keep growing.
This is why you come to class, everybody. Okay, so day one's in the books. I'm tired, and but we had a blast today. You know, started with basics of zeroing optics, making sure that we were on target. We were, because we went through the process, and then fundamentals, man, getting some shots on target. And I learned automatically, like the first thing, so I'm brand new to the low power variable optic. And I learned that the 1.5 mount is okay, but I got to cant the gun a little bit, so I'm definitely going to fix that gear, 1.93 for me, to really kind of be able to keep my head up and run the rifle. That's an instant lesson. Suss your gear out, one of the things you do in class. And then, you know, running cadences, just seeing that dot effectively, and then knowing how fast I can go, and then backing off just a little bit from there, not overdriving my gun. That was big. Honestly, in a class this good, man, there were some good people shooting here. To win a couple rounds when we were competing was surprising. I figured I'd just be gone quick, but won a couple. And then I should have won a third, but I hit a line hit, and in Steve's classes, line hits are no go. So fun, everybody friendly. Steve's great. Even if you see Steve is kind of frustrating online sometimes because he's gruff, in person he's fantastic. And you know, Nancy with Tough Products is amazing, and couldn't ask for better.